Hi guys, today, I need to back up. I'm gonna do a video today on lower back pain because I have so many friends that ask me for this. So I'm just gonna do a really quick, small little few steps for your back pain. Okay, so first just come onto your hands and knees. We'll just do a 5-minute lower back pain exercise. Okay, so just come on your hands and knees, and your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips, and then just start with the cat cow. So that's just lifting your spine with an inhalation and then exhaling as you lower your spine and lift your head and raise your pelvis. And then the same thing, pelvis and head come together and lift, and remember that your breath marries this movement. Lifting and exhaling or inhaling, it doesn't matter, just as long as you're marrying your breath to your movements. Warming up the spine, really lifting and feeling each vertebrae move. This is for your back, this is for your body. They say that the longevity of your life can depend on your mobility of your spine. So yeah, you want to live a long life, you need a good spine. It makes sense, right? You see all those people hunched over. That's from them not using their back muscles, literally. That's all that's from. Just sit up. Stand up straight. Seriously. Yell it at yourself if you have to, but don't let yourself get kyphosis, which is hunchback. Okay, so now that you're warmed up in the lower spine, let's bring our feet together, spread your knees apart, and lower your pelvis towards your feet. Now, not all of you may be able to do this. I've had people not be able to do this at all. If that's the case, then you really need yoga. So do what you can, and then try to relax and rest your ribs on the inner thighs. On the thighs, upper thighs, top of the thighs, the thigh part that they touch. Okay, and then so I like to tent my hands so that I'm on my fingertips, so that I can engage my shoulder blades on my back. This really allows you to feel your shoulder blades on your back, and it's a good little warm-up exercise for your shoulder blades. So just feel your shoulder blades on your back body as you lower your head and keep your fingers tented. This really allows your lower spine to open. And while you're here, you can really work your shoulder blades on your back. Do little rotations, feeling one and then the other on your back, and just working your shoulder blades on your back. So understanding that your rhomboids are the muscles on your back body that make you stand upright. They are what differentiate you from animals. So we really need to exercise them and keep them strong, because that's what prevents shoulder injuries. A lot of us don't understand. The rotator cuff isn't in the front. It's in the back. That's the strength where it comes from to prevent that injury. So you have to engage your shoulder blades onto your back body. That's going to prevent shoulder injuries, shoulder surgery in the future if you don't do anything about it. So, and I suffer from shoulder pain myself, so it's a really good thing to practice, okay? This is a lower back exercise, but your spine is all connected. And a lot of the times what's happening with your spine is that you're ending up dumping. So like all this weight from the top jumps into the lower spine. So you can see as I'm doing this, how my vertebrae are popping out. And that's bad. You never want your vertebrae to pop out like that. You're literally deforming your back. This is what causes serious back injuries and pain. You always want to keep your spine in your body. Okay? So that's what you're working towards. Now we did 2 warm-ups. Now I'm just going to do this one exercise. Okay, so come onto your belly. And I like to call this one Superman for the novice practitioner. Okay? So you're on your belly and your hands are by your side and your feet are just flat on the floor. So now, keeping your hands on the floor, I want you to lift your thighs up off the floor behind you. Keeping your legs straight, just lift your thighs, lift your entire leg up but feeling as though you're lifting at your thigh to really lift those muscles. Okay, so lifting your thighs off the floor. And now, with an inhalation, lift your hands up off the floor. And don't take it out in your neck. Keep your face on the same plane as your chest so that you're not jutting your head forward or backward. And just breathe here for a moment. As you breathe, your stomach will move on the floor. So this becomes a little bit of a breathing exercise. Now lower down. Rest your face on your hand. Bringing your hand under your face. And just take a couple breaths here. Okay, now we're going to do it again. Bring your feet a little closer together this time, if you didn't last time. And now I want you to do it all at the same time. So take an inhalation as you lift both your legs and your hands up off the floor. So inhale. Great. And now feel, and also don't take it out in your neck. All right, so you're not lifting your neck. You're not lifting your head. You're keeping your face and your chest in the same plane so you don't take it out in your neck. Everyone tends to jut their neck back. Don't do that. So just breathe here for a couple breaths, feeling it in your abdomen so that your body moves. Strengthen that diaphragm. Breathe into the floor. One more time. Now bring the other hand under your face and turn your face and lay down. Okay, this is really good for your lower back. I want you to really practice this if you have lower back pain. And if you really want to go deeper into it, then we're going to do the next exercise by extending our arms. But first, we start the same way we were, okay? So hands next to your shoulders. Lift up, lift your thighs up off the floor, lift your hands up off the floor. Good. Inhale. Now lengthen your arms out in front of you. This is the next level. If you were fine where you are, stay where you were. But if you want to go deeper, this is the full Superman pose. Shalambasana, they call it in Sanskrit. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keeping your thighs up off the floor too. Inhale and exhale, bring your head to the floor. And that was your little lower back exercise and lecture for today, okay? So right now I'm in upward facing dog, or I'm in cobra. Upward facing dog is like this, would come up off of the floor, but I don't want to do that because that's a lot of instruction. People don't usually do that pose correctly. So just doing a little bit of cobra, pulling your chest through your arms and pressing the top of your feet on the floor to get it out of your lower spine. So again, realizing that what happens often is that the top body is cramming the weight into your lower spine. So that's usually where a lot of the pain can come from. So lifting your chest and being strong in your entire spine will help the lower spine, because this is where it all ends up, right? All the weight just goes to the lower spine and it gets all stuck there. So you want to be centered, not too far forward and not too far backward, but centered right over your pelvis, lifting up. And help your beautiful spine maintain all four curves that are in that beautiful spine. And you can look that up if you want to see what the spine looks like to maintain those four curves. Okay, thank you. I hope you had have a wonderful day and that was good and beneficial for you and that your back hurts less.